There we go. And I see my big giant head on the stream. Hi, everybody. Tonight is another episode of the Tesla de Panda post-game show. Tonight we'll be breaking down and analyzing everything that Tesla de Panda did, and we'll point out some of her expert gameplay and hopefully be able to provide some tips for viewers. What? That's not what we're doing? Okay. Nope, apparently I was wrong. This is Adventures After Dark. I am your host, Big Ed Mustafa, and thanks for popping in and hanging out with me on what's a rainy Friday night here in the Midwest. I am hearing thunder outside, so if at any point I become suddenly disconnected from the stream, it's probably just a lightning strike. Nothing to worry about. We'll roll with it. What's the worst thing that can happen? I've got everything plugged into an APC surge protector, so if the worst does occur, I just get to go computer shopping. So hopefully I am good to go. Let's see what we've got on the fun agenda. 620 marks. Nobody got a chance to type that into chat, so we don't have to give the free car away tonight. We do not have a winner. The Gilded Gamers is checking in and saying, hello, hello, Gilded Gamers, welcome. Hope you're getting ready for an exciting weekend. And I just missed a call from my friend down in Florida. Sorry about that. Stream started, bud. I'll have to talk to you later. I am on Galandriel. She is my level cap champion. She's been working her way through Mordor, and I think she's basically done. Well, let's take a look. Dora Marth, I do not have a whole lot left to do out there. Lost lore. I need to find 4 pages of lore. And the only way I know to do that at this point is to probably just pull up the wiki and go hunt them down by coordinates. I'll do that off stream. That doesn't sound like it'd be fun to watch. Frankly, it doesn't sound like it'd be that much fun to do. And there we go. I see Adventures After Dark with Big Ed Mustafa. Gravity 42 is checking in with the Coke Zero emotes. And welcome, Gravity. Hope you're having a good Friday night. You know, I even thought about booting up Little Ed Mustafa just in case you and Zinger happen to be around tonight, but I didn't want you guys to feel obligated to join me. Love the stream, started Lotro a year ago after watching a few times. Great, that's terrific to hear, Gilded Gamers. One of the reasons I started streaming on Twitch is because I felt that Lotro was underrepresented and more people would play the game if they just knew that it was available, it was still alive and developed, and they were still creating new content for it. And if we show it off, I mean, it's still a beautiful playable RPG even 11 years after the launch. So I'm glad you decided to take the plunge and you're enjoying it. Now we have a bunch of really good Lotro streamers who are on all the time, and I don't know why I still stream, other than they need a low bar to compare themselves to, so they all know how much more awesome they are. Dressing says, great stream. And Gravity says, I am doing well. How are you and Mrs. M? I am doing very well. It's my second or third week back on day shift, and actually getting a decent night's sleep has me feeling a lot better. I've been kind of burning the candle at both ends getting ready for Labor Day, but that's going very well as long as the weather cooperates. I can't do anything about the weather, so if the weather doesn't cooperate, I'm just going to have to sit out at the park on Monday and eat 500 hot dogs by myself. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen. But as Gravity knows, and some of you may not, when I am not playing Lotro, I like to play with toy airplanes. I'm an RC pilot, and not a very good one, so instead of flying in the club air show, I organize it instead, and I get better pilots to come out and dazzle our crowd. We'll normally get 800 or 1,200 spectators over the course of the day, and we sell hot dogs and soda and fly our model aircraft and raise money for Make-A-Wish of Nebraska. And it's a terrific event. We always have a lot of fun. and I am looking forward to it again this year. And it's just a fair amount of work to get everything prepared, but it's coming along nicely. Yeah, it works. It's not great, but not having to work overnights is helpful. I'm actually working more hours, but I'm also sleeping more, so I got no complaint about that. Well, little complaint about that. I will not bore you with those details. Mrs. Mustafa's doing good. She is down in Lincoln tonight at a high school football game taking pictures. So hopefully that's going well for her. And I am at Mag Ashtu. I don't know if I've picked up any quests from here in particular. Ooh, task item turn in. I can probably turn in task items right now. I bet I got a bag full. 6 stony skins, spiny carapaces don't go here. Rusted scimitars don't go here. Orca sheaths don't go here. Obsidian scales do. Remember, boys and girls, do your task item turn-ins every day. They're good and good for you, and they help get junk out of your backpack. Intriguing filth. No reason to download intriguing filth off the internet. You can collect it here in Mordor and simply turn it in at the task item turn-in station. Curious goo. I've got some of that. And as promised, you'll notice I have an extra pack space available now. Bristling furs are a task item turn-in, but not here. So I will take my 1 extra pack space and go. I can turn in a few more items later. Provisioner, healer, blah 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 blah. Elfsmith, quartermasters. Forge and Relic Master, I think I'm okay in that regard. I keep telling myself to quit queuing up legendary items. I don't need to quit grinding them anymore. I'm finished with it and I can't stop. Zinger says hopefully she has learned from the past and isn't taking pictures from the middle of the field during play anymore. Hopefully. For those of you not in the know, Mrs. Mustafa... Was it last year or 2 years ago? I think it might have been 2 years now. A couple of football seasons ago, she was shooting photos along the sideline, and a couple of big linemen came rolling up behind her. The play had gone past her, and she turned to shoot pictures of the ball carrier, and these guys blindsided her and knocked her down, and she broke her shoulder. So I got a call like 45 minutes before I was supposed to stream here on Lotro Stream, and I had to get Grizzly Wookie to cover for me while I went to the emergency room to meet her. And what was funny about it was I told Grizzly Wookie what happened, and when he hopped on the stream to tell everybody he was filling in for me, his exact phrasing was, yeah, Big Ed won't be here tonight. His wife got run over. And I don't think he thought about the phrasing, but a few people were very concerned that my wife had been hit by a car. Just a couple of high school football players, not an entire car, so that was a blessing. But you know, hopefully she learned from that experience. I would join Legolas. I think I'm going to remove that from my reminder page. And hello, Zinger. Hopefully you're having a good week. And looking forward to a good weekend. It's important if you're going to attack a creature that you should actually have your combat taskbar up and not your travel taskbar. I am not a swamp, I am. So update 22.5 is live. Apparently the development team made a bunch of improvements to the Warden class, and I haven't played my Warden, so I have no idea if they're better or not. What's really interesting about it too is I really enjoy playing my Warden, and I just haven't, so maybe that's something I need to do more of. I am now in the arachnophobia section of Mordor. Come, Thunderhoof, we ride. And I got dehorsed finally. Which is okay. I actually do more damage on foot because I don't get my offhand weapon in mounted combat. And I didn't switch to my two-handed before I rode in here. So there you go. Oh, they changed the command on me again, didn't they? I think it's just SO now. There we go. Can't believe they edit the channel commands without getting my permission first. I'm not very important, so that's the joke there. Anyway, Gravity42, my friend who is in chat right now, is a fellow Lotro stream team member. He streams on Monday nights at 9 o'clock server time. 9 p.m. So you guys should check out his stream. And also you can go over to his personal channel and throw him a follow. Unlike myself, who's kind of a village idiot, Gravity is quite knowledgeable about Tolkien lore and details of the books and all the stuff that I have forgotten. I have read all of Tolkien, but, well, I can't say all of Tolkien. I've read The Hobbit and The Fellowship, but not for a long time. In fact, one of the things I'd like to do at some point is reread them, and just haven't gotten around to it yet. But Gravity knows all the good nerdy stuff and can fill in questions about who's this dude and where did they come from and why do goblins and trolls not mate, and, you know, questions we all ask. I was also going to host Lotro Stream on my channel. Oh, this channel's already hosting Lotro Stream. Feckless must have logged off. Perfect. Auto-hosting worked. That's a rare and wonderful thing. In fact, you know what? I'm mostly going for multiple mobs out here. I am going to switch to my two-handed sword. And I'm going to switch to yellow line. So yellow line champion is the one with all of the area of effect attacks. And you can have a lot of fun with this. Still looking for Legolas. I think Legolas is off this way somewhere. Uh-oh, somebody wants to fight still. That did not last long. Apparently Legolas is this way. Of course, now that I've got the two-handed sword out, we can go ahead and ride. We ride for Legolas. Tonight's featured snack is white cheddar Cheez-It Grooves. I bought a box of them a couple weeks ago specifically for a stream snack. Still working on the box. The Gilded Gamer says, in Lotro, I like to name my characters after key figures in lore. An elf named Gandalf or an elf hunter named Legomors. I got pretty lucky with Galadriel. A lot of people were surprised that that name was allowed. But this character actually may go clear back to beta. I think she was the first character I created. Knocked off again. That's a problem with light war steeds. They are fragile. I don't recall getting rooted by spiders before. Is that something new? Is that some feature of brood mothers in particular? Okay, everything's dead. Although I'm a little bit surprised, I don't think I have... I do have it, bracing attacks there. I didn't see it light up much, though. Noticed my health was kind of getting down to half. In Redline Champ, you tend to self-heal just by attacking stuff, so you very rarely have to use bracing attack. But it doesn't seem to be the case in Yellow Line. I think bracing attack will be more commonly needed. And Legolas is this way. Singer says, ensnared in the webs. It's been there. Okay. I haven't spent a lot of time out in this particular section of Mordor yet, so... Legolas is very nearby, apparently. He's not hiding behind that rock. He is over this way. That bloated web crawler apparently is done with me. You found Legolas amid a ruined encampment.
I do not like the look of this place, my friend. I cannot help but recall the darkness of Mirkwood here.
This bodes ill, Galadriel. We've barely stepped into the lands of Lingris, and no sooner have we found the vile webs of Ungwatari's children. Indeed, I am reminded of the darkest days of Mirkwood. Legolas looks at the fallen orcs. If the spiders no longer fear the orcs, I doubt they shall remain in the shadows of Lingris much longer. Their prey is plentiful and no longer guarded by the magic of the Dark Lord. I cannot discern whence these orcs came, for their armor is ruined and weathered in the web. But to know may help us learn how they found their way to Lingris. I shall work to free these from their webs and uncover their heraldry, but would you examine the slain orcs on the road? Perhaps some have met with a less gruesome fate. Yeah, when he said he was going to try to discern, I immediately realized that it was probably going to involve me helping him discern. Which is okay. I'm happy to help. Did you get enough at dinner? A snack would be good. There we go. Mrs. Mustafa is under the impression that I would just suffer and die horribly without her continuously caring for me. So no reason to break that illusion. Hello, bird mother. Puppet box, howdy! This orc has been webbed and devoured by the spiders of Lingris. This orc has been webbed and devoured by the spiders of Lingris. Apparently I need to find 4 of these dudes. And the 4th one will be from somewhere specific. This orc has been stabbed by a transient just so that the hobo could watch him die. Well, that's not what it really said. Now I'm just making up stuff. This orc has been webbed. Examine the uneaten orc on the road. Interrupted? They're all dead. I can quit swinging my sword now. Singer says, I think it's safe to say you can just leave Lingris alone and let the orc and the spiders kill each other off. Exactly. Talk to Lingris. Or talk to Legolas, rather. Actually, compared to Mirkwood, this place is still cheery and bright. He's right over here. I missed my turn. Gravity and Zinger and I used to run Wednesday night heists with our all-burglar kinship over on Brandywine. And with my work schedule settling back into a little bit of a normal routine, if the guys are interested, we might be able to start doing that again.
What little light remains here is smothered by webs.
Patrol the gate. So, Zinger and Gravity, if you guys haven't already made other plans for Wednesdays, maybe we could start doing burg runs again. Let me know. Defeat spiders at the gates. 0 of 10. Foes of light. Burn slain orcs. 0 of 8. Zinger says sounds like a plan. I just feel bad that for hanging out with me, you and Gravity are now in a crime database somewhere listed as known associates of Big Ed Mustafa. It's probably going to come back and haunt you at some point. Still, I enjoy the company. We have a campsite fire, but my class is not compatible. So if you have a hunter, boom, you can tag that. Very exciting. Also, I have another big surprise for you guys tonight. I think it may tend to shock a few people. But tonight's featured beverage, Coke Zero Sugar. It's crisp, it's delicious, it's refreshing. And, you know, you guys probably didn't see that coming. I will murder you all in the face. It's a dying Uruk. Come to gloat, have you? Well, you won't have long. The Uruk coughs hard and dark blood runs from his mouth. Oh, that's a finish now. Awesome. Mithril ring. Invader's granite ring. Plus 415, plus 461. Physical mastery, finesse, and light. Plus 415, plus 461. Physical mastery, finesse, and light. I guess it doesn't matter. I guess I'd rather have mithril than granite, though. If I get to choose. Follow the trail of orcish blood in pursuit of the Silent One. He wants to shove off so he can die in peace. I will grant his wish. Although if he conned red, I would be happy to put him out of his misery too. Coke makes a Coke Zero with sugar to really mess up with the reason for making Coke Zero sugar. They're all dead already. I can quit swinging. Orc blood. Orc blood. Orc blood. Did you make sure to arrange for the proper refreshments at the air show? Of course. Dark drops of orcish blood lead away from Durthang. Our club president is heading up the concessions. And I told him, whatever you do, make sure there's a lot of cold Coke Zero. Plus, since I'm the airshow director, I can bring everything to a screeching halt until I get Coke Zero. Actually, it was pretty funny a few years ago when I first got on my Coke Zero kick. One of the guys in the club, Dennis, does a lot of the grilling just at regular club functions and meetings and stuff. And I used to badger him about Coke Zero. And so he started buying it, and then a bunch of the other club members started drinking it too. So there's a bunch of guys in the club who like the Coke Zero. But Dennis would always make a point of going, I'd be like, Dennis, do we have Coke Zero? Just for you, Ed, I picked some up, and it used to just really piss off one of the other club members. It was pretty funny. They're like, ugh, every time he said it. And he was mostly just kidding. He bought it because people liked it and were drinking it, but you know. Somebody was very salty that he would even joke about buying a particular soda just for one member. They're the kind of person, though, who would find a problem when there really wasn't one anyway. They just like to be upset about something. There's a lot of orc blood out here. Completed. Spire Slayer of Lingris advanced. New deed. Slayer of Lingris. Now, one of the disappointing things about a lot of the deeds out in Mordor, let's take a look at what that was actually worth. Deed completed. 2 plain heritage runes, 26,000 apiece. Yeah, I don't need any more heritage runes. 5 Lotro points, which is always nice. Increased reputation. So you don't get any more virtue boosts, but if we look at my character virtues, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. Even the ones I don't use, I've got everything maxed out to 20. And most of them, if you actually hover over them, confidence 26, determination 22, discipline 26, Empathy 23, Fidelity 23, Fortitude 24, Honesty 25. So if at some point they give us a virtue raise from 20 due to a future level cap increase, I am still pretty well good to go. Not going to have to do any more grinding. Legendaries. Items need reforged. Deed bestowed. We still have to buy the pop and the chips for the show. I've been trying to figure out a way to get those donated, but there's a local specialty butcher shop called Stoisich House of Sausage, and they literally make 130 different kinds of sausage and about 16 different varieties of hot dog. And Ken Stoisich, the owner, is really nice. He's donated the hot dogs for the Labor Day Air Show every year since way before I was a member. And I've been a club member for 12 years. Very happy to plug him in his business. And they make wonderful, wonderful stuff. They're really terrific hot dogs, and they sell $6.95 a pound for these hot dogs if you go into the store and buy them. And he gives us, I think the most, we've gotten 750 of them for free from him before. And I found out that the club was intentionally getting extras, so they would have them for club meetings and for our auction in the fall, so we didn't have to buy hot dogs to serve at those events. And I put a stop to that. I'm like, yeah, if this guy's giving us hot dogs, they're either for Make-A-Wish or we don't need them. We can pay for our own hot dogs for the other stuff. But it's just, they're absolutely terrific. And we have a local bakery, an Italian bakery called Rotella's, and they bake a lot of their own bread recipes, Italian style bread, and they've got a big commercial operation here in town, and they distribute all over the region to grocery stores and restaurants. Use their products. They make dinner rolls and brat buns and hot dog buns and Kaiser rolls and all kinds of different varieties of bread. And they have donated the hot dog buns for quite a few years in a row. I think I might have gotten that started. I contacted them several times, and they've been kind enough to donate 500, 600, or 700 hot dog buns a number of times, no matter whatever we ask for. So we have great hot dogs. We've got great buns to put them on, and chips and soda and bottled water. And in years past, we've had some of the pilots' wives make up and donate baked goods, Rice Krispie treats and cookies and things, and we've sold those. We've had a snow cone machine in the past. We've had popcorn machine in the past. What we've found is the more variety we have, just spreads out what people are buying. It doesn't result in any net gain in income. So if we have 10 different items to sell, we'll pull in about $1,000 on food sales, or $1,500, and if we have 20 items to sell, it'll be the same amount. Increasing the menu doesn't seem to increase the revenue. Although, a few years ago, and in fact, here's the silent one. I've been looking for this dude. Where's he going? He ran away. The first year I ran the air show, I think Zinger and Gravity both saw the schedule, and they see how meticulously I have everything planned out. I get there and we're setting up, and this little Asian woman is there, and I'm like, "Hi, who are you?" "Oh, I'm Gracie Pacana. Where can I set up at?" She's got a deep fryer, and I'm like, in the picnic shelter, I guess. We'll put you over here by the rest of the vending. And I didn't know what she was doing there or what she was planning on doing. But she looked like she wanted to cook something, so I got her some space in the picnic shelter where we put the hot dog roasters and the popcorn machine and the snow cone machine and all the other stuff we've done. And she's one of the members' wives, and she comes out every year, and they're Filipino, and she makes lumpia, these little crispy Filipino egg rolls stuffed with nice savory bits of beef, and they're seasoned and they're delicious. And she comes out and makes all the stuff by hand and sells them by the hundreds, and then just donates all of the money to the rest of the club revenue. So it's turned out I've been really glad I made room for her that first year I was running the air show. And the lumpia are delicious, and the only problem is I think my wife spends about $40 a year on them. Which is okay, because sometimes Mrs. Mustafa will actually let me have a few. I gotta go back to talk to Legolas at the ruined encampment. Well, even bad hot dogs have gotten expensive in the store, so to get this quality of product, I mean, to put an artisan hot dog on, you know, a non... It's a commercial bakery, but you know what I mean? It's not like they're making Wonder Bread and 79-cent a loaf grocery store bread. I mean, the stuff they make is all high quality, including the hot dog buns at the bakery. So we get a great hot dog on a great bun. We sell them for $3 a piece. It's all donated food, and all the net revenue goes to Make-A-Wish. If I could just get the local bottling plant to donate, 40 cases of soda. At some point we should all get together and see if we can raise we'll do like a charity fundraiser to earn money to fix Jalapeño's Texas speech impediment where he talks funny. Maybe we can get him like a language coach. See if we can get some of that drawl worked out of him. Now you guys just need to get the drone pilots to deliver food to the attendants. That would be okay. I'm a little disappointed. One of the things I don't actually have on the schedule is drone pilots. The guy who headed up the drone segment last year hasn't flown all year, and he's like, yeah, I don't feel like it. It's like, okay. We'll come out and hang out anyway. So I didn't have anybody step up to run the drone segment this year, so I didn't put it on the schedule. What'll probably happen is somebody I do have scheduled won't show up, and I'll just tell everybody who's got a quadcopter, hey, if you want to fly your drone, queue up and go get to the runway. So that's the one thing about that schedule. The only thing I know for sure is that's not how the show is going to go. We have to improvise and call audibles and move stuff around, and somebody will be on the schedule and then they'll be like, okay, you're up next. It'll be like, my plane won't start. You'll have to schedule around them and move stuff, and it's not a big deal. All part of the fun. One of the reasons why 2 or 3 days after Labor Day, I just sit around the house going,
I do not like the look of this place, my friend. The spiders of this land, nor the earth itself.
Talk to Legolas and Rathkale. As I feared, my father spoke true of Ungar with Ungwatari's children. If her spiders come now to the gates of Durthang, they fear no counter-strike from Urgakor or any others of the Gurziel. Even the depictions of the enemy, even the deceptions of the enemy could not sway them into his service, and now that Sauron has fallen, nothing remains to restrain them from hunting their prey. I think it unwise to remain still in Lingris overlong, so I believe we should travel into Wraithkale and seek shelter among the Morgai. When you're ready, we'll depart. Oop, I just departed. Was not planning on leaving quite that quickly, but okay. I would have just as soon stayed and fought.
The spiders of this land gnaw the earth itself. I do not like the look of
Be
this
still,
place,
Galadriel. Down in the vale I see a few gathering of orcs positioned beside the road. Trackers of some kind, I believe. We shall have to move more carefully from here onward. What do they search for, I wonder? They must realize it's too late to secure the enemy's ring. Ah, but it seems they are more interested in talking than keeping to their posts. I see gatherings of orcs by what I believe to be a watchtower, by an orc hold of some sort, and another gathering of them besides the road and the vale. Will you eavesdrop on them, my friend? We might learn more of what has happened in Lingris since the enemy's downfall. I shall keep watch here and stop any other orcs from approaching you. Normally I don't read I don't read text like this in the stream, but this is all new to me. I haven't been through this area before, so if I don't read it now, I won't even know what I'm doing. I'll just be running from quest point to quest point killing stuff, because I think that's what I'm supposed to be doing. If you are new to Lotro, the quality of the storytelling is really extraordinary. I mean, best ever. If there's another MMO that tells stories as well as this one, I haven't played it, and I'd love to hear about it. It tells the book line very well, but then the developers have created their own storylines that are still true to the canon of Tolkien's written work, but just sort of take what might be a sentence or a mere mention and they expand it out and make it a whole new thing. I think Angmar comes to mind. But really extraordinary storytelling, and one of the things that I love about this game, and one of the things that's kept me coming back and playing it a lot. And we have a carrion fly with a ring above its head, so we will murder it and find out what the ring says. Drawn to death. Defeat ravening carrion flies in Wrathkale. I could do that. There's one now. Am I headed towards the orcs? Supposed to be eavesdropping. I think I'm just killing ravening carrion flies because they're closer. Sorry, it'll give me something to do on the way to the orcs. Normally I don't read chat, truer words. Hey, I've been doing better. I ordered that phonics monkey program I saw advertised on South Park, and it's really helping. Plus, the monkey throws poo around our house, and Mrs. Mustafa has to clean it up, so that's extra hilarious. Bitters and stalkers and spiderlings. Gravity found out there's a hidden Slayer deed for killing 1,000 spiders in Lingris, so I'm all super jealous and need to get that title. So I'm just going to keep killing spiders. If you haven't gotten out here to Mordor yet, you're in for a treat. Chance Thomas did the music, and it is terrific. All the music in the game is terrific. That's another standout of the Lotro RPG here, but the Chance Thomas sections are particularly noteworthy. Moria and Rohan and Mordor. Anybody know if he's written any other sections? Or composed, I should say. That's not a ravenous carrion fly, so I don't need to murder it. Or ravening. It's ravening, it must die. Seven of 8 on ravening carrion flies. There's my 8th one. Oh, I have to select a quest reward. Expeditionary emblem. Not enough room. Who'd have thought we'd be getting inventory management so quickly? I know, you're all shocked. Man, I can't even use those ruins because everything's full. That invader's ring is fairly useless to me. So I don't even think it'll let me crush that. Yeah, I have to have a pack space available. I guess I could throw these handful of starlit crystals away, maybe. Tome of the Frog. Clawed wings, completely useless. Goodbye. That should give me enough room to crush that ring. And I got 10 ash for that. So now I can take the expeditionary emblem. And I can go ahead and crush that too. And that's worth 10 ash. And now I've got 2 pack slots open, which is fantastic. Okay, let's roll on. I got eavesdropping to do. Oh, there is a grid bag slayer deed. Okay. I've just been running past those. I guess I need to murder as many of them as I can as well. Elvenos, VIP email is, or mail is great for this reason. You're not wrong. Unfortunately, there are not very many free-to-play players who have multiple max-level characters with all of the game content unlocked. So I'm kind of like a unicorn, and if I ever subscribe and go VIP, we can't all point and go, see, you can totally play this game free-to-play. It's just highly inconvenient. Well, the truth be known, it's not highly inconvenient, but... It's you and me dance, brood mother. Not sure what that is. Let's move. Was there something I wanted to move down? This exchange of blows. What is spitting at me? I'm almost dead, and I don't even know why. Dang it. Potions, potions, potions. I'm supposed to have potions on my oh, you know why? Because I have it on red line and not on yellow line. Okay, that sucked. Revive for free. Death count 1 if somebody wants to mark that. Big Ed Martyr Mustafa. Where are all my stupid potions? There's one. That was annoying. I am highly miffed. I don't even know what was shooting at me. And I just died standing there. I looked up and my health was way down. I'm like, what is going on? So, let's learn from our mistakes. Oh, Westmint Athos Essence. Okay, perfect. We'll put that where it's a little easier to find. And maybe even eat a Daleman's cram. Because if nothing else, if I keep eating them, eventually I'll have another pack space available. Well, he's out here by himself. Oh, he's a hidden threat of Gorgoroth. He's not even one of the ones I'm supposed to be listening in on. He is an elite master. So I'm in the wrong spot. I just thought this was a regular orc camp, and he's probably the one who murdered me. So now I know. It's still pointing me this direction, though. Here's the orcs I'm supposed to be eavesdropping on. Okay. Silent One's gone missing, and I don't like it. Little Sneak was a Calamurg until a few days ago, but he's gone now. Was at Calamurg. Okay, next camp is over here. Hi, Malin, how are you? Battle M012, welcome. There's an orc just inside the door ahead of you. I think there was an orc ranger in the distance firing away. Exactly, right? Eavesdropping orcs. Be very quiet. I'm hunting orcs. And if Lingris couldn't get any worse, Glupronk says Calamurg's in a real mess. They got some disease in the orc hole that eats them from the inside out. It must be a very tough flesh-eating bacteria if it can eat orc flesh. Eavesdrop on orc trackers in Rathkale. They are going to be this direction, apparently. How did one of those spiderlings live? I just dished out like 1,000,000 AoE points of damage. Rathkale. Come for the scarn mining, stay for the arachnophobia. I guess I'm going for a swim. That can't possibly turn out bad, can it? Well, the good news is I didn't dive in head first. Battle M012 has been playing Smite Mobile all day. Or Smite MOBA. Yeah, Smite's a little bit like League of Legends or Dota 2, only it's fun. Looks pretty cool. I haven't actually played it, but I think I have checked out some video of it. It looks kind of cool. So many games, so little time. The tower's got us looking for an elf warrior, but Lugvarg found something interesting. Some queer little pots, they said. Maybe they belong to one of the Shagrit let out. To the one Shagrit let out. Little pots. Go talk to Legolas. Yay, spiders. If you've ever thought to yourself, boy, I hope when I get to Mordor I don't run out of spiders, I would really like to kill some, you do not have to worry about that. There will be enough spiders for you when you get here.
I do not like the look of this place, my friend. I cannot help but recall the darkness of Mirkwood here.
Find and confront Gluprank in Kalamurg.
I cannot help but recall
So the
darkness
orcs at
of Mirkwood
Lugvarg
here.
have found a queer set of pots. I wonder if they aren't the very pots that Master Samwise carried with him. If the orcs of Lugvarg have truly found Frodo and Sam's belongings, we would do well to reclaim them. Galadriel, travel to Lugvarg and see what the orcs have found. Okay. Going by the number of spiders, you'd think the deed would be for 10,000 instead of 1,000. That's the truth. We ride for Lugvarg. At least you can kill them 5 and 6 at a time. Find Frodo and Sam's belongings in Lugvarg. I think I need to go up this road back here. Just a hunch. All this water and nothing to fish for. It's sad. Ultimately, that would be why I would have to oppose Sauron. He's turned all of the lands under his domain into non-fishing zones. I would not be able to tolerate that. Well, apparently this is not the way I needed to go. Live and learn. Alright, well, let's see if we can quicken the pace here a little bit. Ooh, Skarn. Ooh, Skarn. It is a fairly shallow river flow. Maybe I can ride up it. No, because it dead ends right there. Okay, that was a bad idea. We'll just ride as far as we can and then murder everything that's still chasing me when I get dehorsed. That seems perfectly reasonable. Okay, here's the way up over here. We ride for whatever is up this road. Ooh, an orc encampment. Something's still chasing me. Or not. Discovered Kalamurg. This howling orc is howling. I should ease his suffering with my sword. A meal unfit for orcs. Burn crates of distasteful rations. 0 of 8. Ooh, a page. I defeated a howling orc. Picking up web-covered page.
Through his wisdom, she became the guardian of the western pass into Mordor. In return, he sent her his prisoners and lesser orcs to feast on.
I hadn't thought of that. Maybe they've had problems with zebra mussels invading the local lakes and rivers, and Sauron was just trying to purge them. Perhaps he's misunderstood. Those flying carp that knocked over Barad-dûr. Could see that. Zinger's actually referring to a real pest problem. There's these Asian carp that tend to swim near the surface of the water, and if they get startled, you know, by like a boat passing by, they literally jump out of the water to get out of the way. And people have gotten hit and injured because they've gotten hit in the face by flying carp. True story. You can see videos of it on YouTuber. Ooh, a rusty small chest. That should have nothing in it I need. Although, you know, one of the things that's nice is as long as I've been out here tonight, I don't think I've picked up a single Gorgoroth-bound loot box. Maybe they lowered the drop rate as part of the update. I would actually be in favor of that. They don't seem to want to part with the black steel keys at all. Oh, crafting bundle. Although if they did drop the drop rate, that means the value of those is going to go up considerably in the auction house. I need 8 spider egg clusters. I have 5 down, 3 to go. That is Mike Gar of Rohan. Hello, Mike Gar of Rohan. Why would you actually want to play Lotro when you could be watching me play it on Lotro's stream? Other than the fact that it's super fun. And a laugh a minute with mirthful tales of Hobbit shenaniganry. Chat's a little quiet tonight, Zinger. Are you doing something to intimidate the rest of the viewers? Zinger's like whispering to everybody, hey, y'all better be quiet tonight or I'll stop making fun of Big Ed. Okay, we got the spider's eggs knocked out. Nothing wrong with that. We're piling up the rep. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, this is a putrid Zavar High. He actually ranks as an insect now. Zavar High Slayer of Lingris. That is a really, really limited Slayer deed. That's interesting. Yeah, I didn't miss the portal back here. Just wanted to see what else was up ahead. And I need to kill... Oh no, I got all the howling orcs I need. They still count as an orc kill though, so we'll murder him. Don't need any more orcs except for the Slayer deed. I do need more distasteful rations. Alright, this is probably what's his name's cave. Let's see what's in here. More distasteful rations. Lots of dead orcs laying about. A bile-covered bow. Sounds delicious. A gruesome figure shambles out of the shadows. It's Gluprank, the Hollowed. I will finish hollowing him out with my sword. Put a damp missive off Gluprank. I pull a damp missive. Read Gluprank's missive. The missive warns of an elf warrior that slew the garrison of Cirith Ungol. Deliver the missive to Legolas. Well, I'm supposed to be finding Sam and Frodo's belongings. I don't think I've seen any sign of them. Not from there. This looks like it's going to dead end as well. Yep. Not from there. Puppet box says dead orcs, bile-covered bow, and distasteful rations. You hit the mother lode with this cave. Right? I don't see Sam and Frodo's stuff anywhere. If I were Sam and Frodo's stuff, I would be that way. Excellent. Why kill one orc when you can kill two instead? You haven't happened to find any Hobbit Tupperware back here, have you? Nope. Yeah, I'm gonna need to go around. Oh, the brood mother did wave off finally. Wasn't sure she would. Guess we're going this way. Hello, orcs. I am here to murder you. Clearing the way. Murder orcs. I can do that. This is a lot of work just to recover some old pots and pans. Up, 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 up we go. It's Samwise Gamgee's pots. They placed them on an altar like they were going to sacrifice them to Sauron or something. Was one of two. Tattered cloak, very good. Everybody's dead. Don't go away. Come play. Tattered cloak. Gwar, howdy. This tattered black cloak is covered in briars. Deliver the missive to Legolas. Deliver the cloak and damaged pots to Legolas. Completed Uruk-hai and Orc Slayer of Lingris. New deed, Slayer advanced. Why are you not playing a champion? That's my question. Gore, how has your week been? Are y'all excited for a 3-day holiday weekend? Ready to celebrate Marxism and the indomitable spirit of labor? Glad it's over. I leave for the Republic of Georgia on Sunday to attend a wedding. Well, that is awesome. Hopefully you enjoy weddings. When your wife is a photographer, you learn to not enjoy weddings. Singer says, let me know if you want to go through Saragost or anything at some point. No biggie. If you'd rather stick to the questing, I'd love to go through Saragost. Just let me know when you're ready. As you can see for my legendaries, I still need more scrolls for this two-handed sword. It's a full 50? 60 levels short of maxed out. I need exactly 60 scrolls. God, that's awful to think about. Your level 476 legendary item that you've pumped 24 starlit crystals into is just 60 scrolls away from being maxed. At least until the update when the level cap changes and you have to pump more scrolls and more crystals into your stupid legendaries.
So this is where our adventures have led us.
I mentioned that this game is fun and I really, really like it, right? One of these days I have to sort through these essences and start throwing them away. But I really haven't played with essences at this level at all yet, so I have no idea what's good and what's not. I'm going to switch back to Redline if for no other reason than I need the extra pack slot. That's for reals, y'all. What the heck am I even doing? There we go. I need to figure out where I'm missing 5 trait points. Expeditionary Blade. Where's my offhand? Wow. I am losing it. I had an offhand weapon. Should be in my pack. This is not it. This is a ceremonial weapon. For those of you who are going, it's the big axe, dummy. That is weird. Alright, let's pick a random relic to throw away. Fate sounds like a good one to throw away. We'll throw 2 away. There's my offhand. Perfect. Okay, now I have a pack space available. That was a lot of work to get a pack space. Invader's Blade. I don't think it matters which one I pick because I'm just probably going to burn it. In fact, we'll take the double axe for no particular reason. I got the missive out of the inventory, which means I can go boop, boop.
The spiders of this land gnaw the earth itself. What little light remains here is smothered by
Follow
webs.
the trail of the Silent One's blood deeper into Rathkale. Welcome to this week's edition of Where's Weapon? Exactly. John DeGard says, hey there, Big Ed and everybody. Am I in time for the inventory management part of the show? Yes, it actually became the emergency inventory management part of the show. And ALJ Bookworm in the house. Don't bother saving the green essences, really. Okay. I figured most of the ones I had were crap, which is why I got them. But, are they even worth selling to vendors? Maybe. We're going to go looking for orcish blood. Zinger and I are going to go run Saragoth here on Arkenstone. If anybody wants to join us, and your name does not start with the letters R-E-M, please let us know. Zinger says, let me know if you're ready, and we can do T1 and T2. Take your time, though. Okay. Might putz around for a little longer. We just put the invite out there, so we'll see if anybody else wants to join. Help me! Should say fresh orc blood where you punked that little Bizatch the Silent One. Robot Baby Tiger says it's me. And Zinger says I got someone in game who will join us. Okay. Welcome, Zinger. Welcome, Anamander. Zinger, do you have any interest in joining me in Discord for voice chat? Orc blood. And that's kind of the problem with Lingris. There's no point in trying to ride through here because there's so many dang spiders everywhere. You're just going to have to stop and fight.
Hello.
Hi, Zinger. How are you?
Good, and you?
I'm good. Getting sleep at night agrees with me. Mrs. Mustafa no longer wakes up, rolls over, looks at me, and says, "Who are you?" Pretty happy about that. So,
Yeah, Robot, he's all good.
if by discovered it you mean has Zinger led me straight to it, then yes, he has. No reason to keep Robot Tiger or Baby Tiger waiting. Why don't we go ahead and fire it up? I will try to park somewhere where I won't get immediately murdered. Okay, maybe that's not possible out here. We'll try this spot. I'll bet I can survive here. Yeah, fire up the instance. Let's do it.
Okay, we'll do tier 1 and tier 2.
Okay. If you'd like, Robot Baby Tiger. I hate to self-promote unnecessarily.
Deep in the heart of Saragost, Clyrith the Stained prepares to unleash
If you go to my
second
personal
great plague
channel
upon the
and
realms
type
of
exclamation
men.
point Discord,
Any
it will give you the
hope of
link to
thwarting
join
her
us in
lies
voice
on the
chat.
intrepid
I'll
few,
just need to unmute
led
you
by
once you join the
Rangers
Discord.
Rodrog and Fyron,
I think that Lingris is my favorite zone in Mordor. So much fun to pull on a guard and then to AoE down. Yeah, it's fun on a champion too. I enjoy the rampant killing. I'd have to mess with mic settings. Okay, cool. If I muck things up, it would be easier for you to just go ahead and insult me directly instead of having to type it all out. So, just like to make it convenient for you.
At level 105, you're not going to muck much up.
Brother, it seems you have failed in your task. We have uninvited guests.
I got stunned.
Perhaps you should get to your task then, sister. Entertain
I
them.
do recommend at all times having two champions as bodyguards.
Must I do everything?
If you insist, we shall do this together.
Allow me some reverie, brother.
Well, that was over quickly.
Five brave little mice scamper into the cat's den. Brave, foolish little mice. I'm afraid I have no time to play with you. My great plague is finished, and it is time to rain death upon my enemies. Gulgameth, my dear, come out and deal with these pests.
Waiting behind this gate, it's like waiting to get into the mall on Black Friday. It's like, come on, open up, we want to get in.
Persistent little mice, aren't you? As you wish. Come and face my wrath!
Yeah, tier 1, it doesn't matter as much whether you try to duck around them or not.
You struggle against the very hand of fate, fools. I will have my justice. Gondor will pay for Sauron's death, and you can do nothing to stop me. Come, my pets. My greatest work is ready. Let us dance, mortals. Your life is mine, fool. my plague! Undone! But I am not finished! Oh no! I promise you this.
Stop her from flying away.
When you think your loved one's safe, when the horrors of Seneca are a faded memory, and I am but a lingering nightmare, then I will come for you, and yours will be a slow and painful death. Goodbye, and sweet dreams.
When we're out, or when we're all out, I'll start tier 2.
Uh-oh. I just maxed out my sword again. Okay.
It seems you have failed in your task. We have uninvited guests.
Perhaps you should get to your task then, sister. Entertain them.
Ugh. Must I do everything?
If you insist, we shall do this together.
Allow me some reverie, brother.
She did not make it. I was kind of rooting for her, but I guess it wasn't meant to be. You guys shouldn't wait for me to loot the chests. I have the worst luck in the world. Please feel free to go ahead. The random number generator hates me and everything I represent.
5 brave little mice scamper into the cat's den. Brave, foolish little mice. play with you. My great plague is finished, and it is time to rain death upon my enemies. Gulgameth, my dear, come out and deal with these pests.
There you go, another star throwaway.
Perfect. Oh man, it didn't stack with the other two. That's a bunch of crap.
Yeah.
I'm not disappointed or angry, I'm just disappointed and angry. I messed up my own joke. That's how severe the rage is that's seething within me.
Now in the next part, just try to maybe either, hug the left or the right and stuff like that. Just watch out for the bats.
I'm just gonna follow you.
Persistent little mice,
I'm
aren't
bleeding a lot.
you? As you wish. Come and face my wrath.
Okay. Okay, we're good.
You struggle against the very hand of fate, fools. I will have my justice. Gondor will pay for Sauron's death, and you can do nothing to stop me.
I can break open your cauldron. See if that stops you.
My greatest work is ready. Let us dance, mortals. Your life is mine, fool.
This is a tough cauldron.
No! All my plans, all my plague, undone. But I am not finished. Oh no! This. When you think your battle's won, when you think your loved one's safe, When the horrors of Cerecost are a faded memory, and I am but a lingering nightmare, then I will come for you, and yours will be a slow and painful death. Goodbye, and sweet dreams.
And Singer gets a crystal. Yep. No room to trade, actually. I'm stuffed full.
Kill surprise.
What do I have that I can get rid of? Let's find another useless. I don't need an agility essence. I don't need physical mitigation. Okay, now I can trade. Wow. You want the crystal? My other two are bound to character, actually. I don't know if I've got anything else valuable to trade with you. If you see anything in my inventory, let me know. Don't need it, though? Okay.
I see a lot of things in your inventory I might want to trash, but...
Yeah, I need to trash some stuff. Like I said, with those essences, I've just been letting them stack up and haven't bothered to clean them out. That's my own bad. That is very awesome of you. Thank you so much. Robot Baby Tiger gets a gold star for generosity tonight. I definitely could use those. But I don't mind grinding for them when I have the time. I just haven't had a lot of extra free play time. Anything else on our fun agenda we can go do?
I don't know. Fortunately, the featured instance is a raid, the Astanath raid.
Oh, okay. Well, Robot Baby Tiger has to go. Hi, Elder James. How are you?
Hey, Elder. Yeah, you can go back to questing. I figured that was just a little group break right there to do.
That was fun. I enjoyed it, and it was quite beneficial. Thank you. And thank you, Robot Baby Tiger, both for joining us and for the scrolls. Yeah, sometimes it's fun to go out and do group stuff, even if you don't need to. Tuesday was fun. Zinger and I were out with a group including Mary Rose hunting roving threats of Angmar.
Yep. And just as a reminder, if it helps at all with your inventory, like the runes that you got from that instance, they're still fellowship tradable, but if you sell them to a vendor and buy them right back, they lose. They just become bound to account, so they might stack better with the other stuff.
Oh, okay. Oh, item binds in 45
yeah, it's
minutes.
That 469k rune.
At least they stack. Bolstered pauldrons of the Expeditionary Guard. Wow, those are horrible.
What I was kind of doing at one point was like doing them at 106, and then you kind of get better gear that might be better than like 105 stuff, and then just sending them to an alt of the same armor class, which might help them start in Mordor.
Well, they were worth 60 ash, so they weren't a complete waste.
Yeah.
Alright, I've got 2 open pack slots. I am ready to rock. Thank you, Zinger.
Yep, thank you. Have fun questing.
I'll do my best. Now I just have to remember which direction I was traveling. I think it was this way.
I'm gonna step out Discord so I don't accidentally start recording myself like eating or something.
Okay.
Have fun.
Thanks. There we go. I think my attacks will be more effective now that I have something targeted. Perfect. And Glamdring, welcome. Howdy. More low throwers up all night. I'm loving this. How are y'all doing tonight? Doing good. Elder James says, it's been a while since I played. What's the huge icon in the middle of your screen? It looks like a shield and a bow. That right there is the Allegiance Tracker. They added some extra quest lines for level cap characters. And I'm stuck on mine. For some reason I can't find the next quest I'm supposed to be working on. If anybody wants to explain to me how that works, it would be nice. As I often confess, I am not a smart man. What does it say? Let's take a look here. Well, I want to pick up this Skarn. I'm sure while I'm mining it, some stupid spider's gonna attack me. Let's see, what was I prattling on about? The Stronghold Mordor, blah blah blah. It's not on the regular quest tracker. There we go. You have to do 30 faction quests for the Court of Lothlorien to complete the Allegiance. And for whatever reason, I am stuck. Cleared. The 5th one isn't cleared, and I don't know what it is. Token of Service. Chapter 2, The Time Before. Your presence has been requested by Lady Galadriel herself. Please make your way to her in Lothlorien. Which I can actually do instantly by teleporting there. And she doesn't have a quest ring above her head. I can walk up to her, say hi, emoji her, and she doesn't give me a quest. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Zinger says, basically just keep questing in Mordor. Occasionally some quests should give you rep to increase that thing. Once you reach certain levels with your allegiance, you should be able to claim for an item that grants another quest. Okay, good to know. And I'm looking for more orc blood to follow. It's my questing in Mordor. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of quests and my rep's fairly high, and you know, because task turn-ins are a thing. So I just haven't been able to find anything to advance that, and I don't know why. Current points 900 of 1100. Apparently I need to get 200 more points. Oh, duh. Did you try the other Galadriel on landscape? I have not. For me to get back there wouldn't be terrible, but it wouldn't be simple. So that might be worth a look. Like I says, it says I'm 200 points shy. Current points 900 out of 1100. So maybe Zinger's right, and I just need to do something to earn a couple of hundred more allegiance points. I thought about going back to Lothlorien, and then I thought, that doesn't sound like any fun at all. Let's not do that. This is quite the trail of orc blood, I must say. I should be getting frequent flyer miles for this quest. I'm dropping loot, which is probably okay. I don't think I've got anything good. I do not have anything good. It can all go. I feel like I must have just walked right past a cave entrance. I don't see anything though. Just rocks. Oh, here we go. Orc blood. Oh, is this dual brood mothers? That's pretty exciting. Orc blood. Orc blood. The Silent Haunt. This is like the old swimming hole of Mordor. You and Legolas have found a strange cave where orcish bones are piled and picked clean.
I cannot help but recall the darkness of Mercury.
I think that Silent One has a taste for orc flesh. Ah, but what strange trinkets for an orc to hoard. Legolas kneels before the armor and cloaks piled in Silent One's cave. Wait a moment, Galadriel. There's a very familiar hair caught in this armor. Oh no. It's a very familiar hair.
The spiders of this land gnaw the earth itself.
It's very curious indeed. A strand of Frodo's hair is caught in this armor. The Silent One is quite the clever orc. I doubt most of his kin would have paid such a find to any attention at all. How much did Master Samwise choose to omit from his tale of Frodo's journey through Mordor, I wonder? It seems clear that they took the guise of orcish warriors to pass unhindered through those at Cirith Ungol, but did not answer the call to Morannon. But when did such a need first arise, and why? The choices of Master Samwise. Oh good, instance played. Delarfin's in the house! Del, how the heck are you? Silent Coke Zero commercial just for Del. It's that delicious. That's the expression on your face whenever you taste it. It is fantastic. Silent and deadly. I'm not saying there's some truth to that. I'm not saying there's not some truth to that. Ooh, ashes. Alright, little instance play. Now I get to be Samwise. I just got promoted to level 111 Guardian. He did a lot of leveling up. Glamdrig says, hello, Del. Are you planning for a giant banner of a Silent Coke Zero ad to be flown at the air show? It would be kind of cool.
Where am I? Where have you gone, Sam? They've taken everything. Everything. The quest has failed.
Feel the ring begin to gnaw at your will and reason. Samwise, hero of the age. Use your hobbit sense. Claim the One Ring. Where's my hobbit sense? These notions are only a trick. Even if they were true, I cannot bear such a burden. Yep, hang on everybody. All right, that was the latest Mrs. Mustafa report. Apparently, she survived a football game with no broken shoulders, so we're excited. Pass through the gate of Cirith Ungol. From gardener to guardian, the Samwise Gamgee story. Hello, orcs. They died. Doing good getting sleep, though. Well, that's good. Oh, I did tell Mrs. Mustafa that you asked for a medium fry, and I think we're both out of luck on that. I'm like, you can just stop by McDonald's or something. It doesn't have to be a big deal. Yeah, maybe I'll make you a PB&J when I get home. Okay. So hopefully she's not still in Lincoln. Otherwise that's going to be a late sandwich. Something too strong for your will to overcome bars the way. Harden your will and charge at the gate of Cirith Ungol. Or Cirith Ungol. Determination. Hobbit sense. Now for it. But what else can you do in this moment of great need? Draw the phial of Galadriel and hold it aloft. I don't have the phial of Galadriel. How weird is it to see me with an empty pack? Oh, there, I do have it. Oh, it's interrupted. The silent watchers quail and their will is broken for a moment. Search for Mr. Frodo where? Now I've done it. I've gone and rung the front doorbell. Oh yeah, search for him in the tower. I'm in the right place. Come on, Captain Shagrat. The great elf warrior is here. Now I'm stuck. It's Snaga. Upon seeing you, the orc recoils and flees up the stairs of the tower. That's right, the elf warrior is loose and I'm coming for you. It looks like Shagrat and Gorbag have done my job for me. Nobody is left alive. Nobody alive? Frodo! Master, I'm coming! Ooh, it's a ladder. Top quality orcish construction, no less. Gorbag is up here. Your angry orc voice is coming. Hide. Shagrat chases a small orc from the turret. I'll stick you all right, Snaga. Wait for the right moment. Hold still, you little wretch. Oi! Who's still alive down there? Hola, answer me. Ha! Got you, Gorbag. Not quite dead? Well, you are now. Confront Shagrat. It's now or never. I've got what I need. As soon as you approach him, Shagrat darts past you and flees down the stairs of the tower. find the topmost chamber. Oh, doing good, getting sleepy though. Delarfin is also getting sleepy. Yes, I was disguised as a speed bump. You are both experiencing the ambient effect of watching the Big Ed Mustafa show. Adventures After Dark is designed specifically to lull you into a gentle but restful slumber. Hence its vast popularity. You won't even remember watching the stream. You'll just wake up refreshed and ready for your day. Am I at the top yet? Oh. I thought Snagga was dead already. Rescue Mr. Frodo. Alright, well, let's use determination to charge. And we'll go stab this fool. Snagga ran away. Sam, as Mr. Frodo, my dear, I've come. Choices of Master Samwise. Or Frodo. Ah, and here I thought it was from running around like crazy for the last 7 hours. Nope, it's the stream. That's why I have to drink so much Coke Zero to keep myself awake. Even I am not immune from the ambient effect of my playing. Looks like Frodo could use some new clothes from the Gap Kids. Zoe, hi! Zoe the First checking in. Good to see you. Naked Hobbitses, yikes. Well, if you're frightened of naked hobbitses, Glamdring, never do a Google search for Bridget the Midget with safe search off. There are some things you cannot unsee. Whatever befell Master Samwise as he and Frodo passed near Cirith Ungol, he does not wish to speak of it. By the sound of this roguelag's message, it seems as if he performed heroics far beyond that of a simple gardener. Ah, but his choices are his own, and I will not press him to recount such a tale. However, I remain curious about one thing. If their disguises fooled the orcs of Cirith Ungol, I think we may have found a way to learn more of her ladyship.
I do not like the look of this place, my friend.
Follow the trail of the Silent One's blood deeper into Lingris. Galadriel, we must find the Silent One. As his face is mostly obscured by his helmet, his armor could be of great use to us in learning more of Shelob and her children. If we can recover his armor, you might gain entry into Cirith Ungol and go unnoticed as one of the many orcs in its garrison. Indeed, Captain Broglag even expects the Silent One to report to Cirith Ungol. The Silent One knew well enough not to remain here. Excuse me. And he left 2 trails of blood leading deeper into Lingris to escape our pursuit. I shall follow one and you should follow the other. Alright, I get to go this way apparently. Lucky me. Oh, that's the trail. I guess I'm going down. Can't believe I can't fish here. John DeGard says, hey, I thought this was a family show. So he says, I'd say too much information, but my filter has been lost years ago. Wood 8 says, After Dark means adult content. Ed Show teeters on the higher edges of the PG rating. And hello, Wood. Glad to have you with us. Stumpy Oz just spit coffee on his keyboard. My apologies for that. Hopefully your keyboard is okay. Exactly, you got to keep your keyboard hydrated somehow. Where's the dang blood? There's supposed to be a blood trail for me to follow. It's still over here. Okay. We've got the blood trail. Conqueror's Emblem. Relic of the Last Alliance. That's worth 2,000 allegiance points. Nice. Boom. Okay, now maybe I'll get a quest next time. And I can trash that. That was worth 10 ash. Why was I thinking that was going to be worth a lot more? Oh well, I think a lot of things. I guess it doesn't matter. I'll just crush this stuff so I don't get bothered by the alerts when it drops. And deed bestowed. Urukai and Orc Slayer. Deed complete. Urukai and Orc Slayer. Alright, we got 2 pack spots. We're good to go. So all I need is my swords and 2 open pack slots. I am ready to rock. Wrath Kale. Okay, where's the dang blood? Here it is. I hope Legolas is having a easier time keeping track of his blood trail than I am of mine. This is a bit more spread out. Orc blood. Glamdring says, okay, I am off. You guys have a fun nighty night, Ed and chat. Thanks for coming by, Glamdring. Always good to see you. There you go. That session play netted you one of the rep items to boost your allegiance. Good deal. You looking for the silent one? Yes. I've been trying to track him for quite a while. And we went and looked at him at the court of Saragost, but he wasn't there. Orc blood. Okay, that was orc blood. Oh, there's more orc blood out here. These trails are tricky. This must be orc blood because I see it glowing. I know where he is, but I don't know if you're in the right place in the quest. Orc blood. Orc blood. Orc blood goes this way. Dare I actually try to mount up? You seem to be popular amongst the spiders. Yeah, apparently elves taste just like chicken if you're a hungry spider. Who knew? Where's the orc blood? I do not see orc blood up here. Alright, I must have missed a turn. Could it possibly be? Mrs. Mustafa has arrived home. You have found Legolas at the end of the other trail of blood. Hello, friend Legolas. What find you? Finding the path.
I do not like the look of this place, my
He
friend.
doesn't like the look of this
Jagged
place.
peaks of Hingris are
Galadriel,
steeped
we
in
must
fear
go down
and evil.
into Dath Nethern. Dath Nethern. Yeah, I'm going to stick with that as my pronunciation. At once. Our hunt could soon be ended, for good or ill. If the Silent One has left any tracks, they will soon be consumed by the mud and foul waters of the swamp. It shall be a contest, my friend. The first of us to find the Silent One shall wear his armor into Kirathungel. Let us go. And what else do we have? The blood of
I
Lingris.
do not like the look
Click
of this
files
place,
of
my
spider
friend.
blood.
The jagged peaks
And
of
feet
Hingris
in burn.
are steeped in fear and evil.
Zaverhai and Dath Nethrin. Nethern. There, I messed up my own pronunciation. Well, I'm off. Thanks for the stream, Big Ed. Good luck on your adventures. Zoe, thank you for coming by. Zoe is also a Lotro streamer, and it would be my pleasure to throw a shout out. So if you're not following Zoe, please feel free to pop on to Zoe's channel and do so. Also, very, very knowledgeable player. I had the pleasure of chatting with Zoe one night, probably for about 45 minutes or so, and Zoe has probably forgotten more about Lotro than I've ever known. So have a great weekend, Zoe, and good talking to you. My pleasure. Oh, this makes me sad. Popped into Lotro for the first time in ages to find my kinship expelled me. They probably found out you were hanging out with me. Hi, Delarfin. Oh, Elder James got booted from his kinship. So he's been too busy playing Hello Kitty Online to quest with this group. I'm just making up stories for Mrs. Mustafa now. She doesn't know. That's alright. I heard one of Alapenya's kinships got usurped.
One or two.
I could probably eat two. I'm kind of hungry. Do you want to say hi to everybody? Tell them about the glories of the football game?
Oh, yeah. I forgot how they won, but it was in stylish fashion.
So Mrs. Mustafa takes pictures for a lot of students and people at this one local high school that was a rival of the high school that I went to back in the day. And so every once in a while she'll come home and she'll be like, they lost. And I'm like, awesome. And then she's like, oh, don't say that. I kind of like it when they lose. When I went to a rival local high school, they were a bunch of douches.
And long before the first
Oh, sorry, I
stone
didn't
of
realize you could hear
Barad-dûr
that,
was
honey.
cast,
Love you.
She lived. a
Zinger
creature
says
of
hello, even though you didn't get him fries.
spiders.
No idea, Big Ed. I don't remember who they were anyway. For real, All Up got usurped? Yep, it happened. He probably doesn't know it, though. I already picked up that page. His seat of power has been upset, and a rival has taken his place. Mrs. Mustafa was not familiar with usurping.
That sounds really gay.
I hope that wasn't loud enough for everybody to hear. Ooh, this is deep, clear water. This should be fishable. This looks like fishable water to me. I'm going to be upset if there's no fish here. I know there's no fish here. There's no fish anywhere in Mordor. I'm just saying that it's horribly unfair. I burned him. Do I even have enough pack space? Probably not. Maybe if I throw a couple more of these away. Essence of Fate, don't need it. Essence of Healing. It's not the worst thing in the world. I don't heal anybody. I don't need that. Dark Essence of Parry, not completely useless. Incoming Healing, not completely useless. Tactical Mastery on a champion, no thanks. Vitality, useful. Will, definitely not useful. Block, not on a red and yellow line. Two of those. Okay, so just for the record, the thing that actually got me to start sorting through these and do something with them was the fact that I needed to fish. And I know for a fact I'm not going to catch anything. It's just the idea I have to fish. It's a sickness. I can't help it. I need to join a 12-step program for Lotro fishermen. Let's see what we get. This should be fishable. This should still contain fish. I'm a real rival, all right. Well, I wasn't going to tell everybody that you were the one who usurped him, Zinger. Hi, goofy old lady. How are you? Check out the Gen Con interview with Severlin. I usurped a kin once, held it for 2 years. They mailed it. The membership I was going to disband if someone did step up. I caught an old boot. After a month, the former kin leader said he'd take it over, so I gave it to him, then usurped it again. Why not? You can catch fish in the poisoned waters in CD. I know, right? You should be able to catch fish in Mordor, but there are no fish in Mordor. Our best theory is that Sauron was having problems with zebra mussels, and so they did a fish kill to try to eradicate all the zebra mussels, and then they were going to restock it later. And right before he could restock it, Frodo came and destroyed the ring, so it didn't work out. Now Mordor's in ruins, and the place is chaos, and nobody's got any type of wildlife management program. And if you're going to go fishing, remember where you kept your weapons. You may need to defend yourself. So where were we? Oh yeah, I need to burn him, don't I? After this next catch. Yeah, happily, I've managed to stay out of kin politics for most of my Lotro playing time. I used to belong to a kin here on Arkenstone, and I kind of joined just because they were out recruiting and they asked nicely, which I thought was cool. Instead of, hey, join my kin, here's an invite you didn't ask for. They were actually talking to me person to person instead of just spamming kinship requests. So I think I'm done. I caught a boot, a rusty dagger, and a skull. So again, there are no fish in Mordor, which is a darn shame. Let's go ahead and tighten that up. Now I'm more dangerous than ever because I've got pack space. Singer says, well, once Ed got done with Mordor and moves to northern Mirkwood, he'll be spending half his streams fishing to make up for the lack of it in Mordor. Good point. Come here, Mr. Blythe Spitter. I'm going to burn this water-covered body. Muddy boot prints seem to lead towards the mouth of a cavern. And it's Scarn. I'm at the Broken Cleft. Cam Lagers. Oh, no fish that make me sad. I know, right? I gotta get out of Mordor so I can go fishing. Muddy boot prints. There is another campfire here. If you're a hunter, you could tie to here if you wanted to. There's one of these dudes. Light Spitter. I'm a long ways away from finishing Gridbeg Slayer. It's a frothing Zavar High. What are you doing throwing stuff? Fight me face to face. I don't have any good throwing swords with me. Burrower. Nice. Gradbog Iker. Did I walk away from one of these dudes and forget to light him on fire after he was dead? I don't remember. Nah, he's burning. Okay, I did okay. Thought maybe I forgot one. I forget a lot because I am not a smart man. This is quite the party. Burn him. Burn him. Crawler. Miscellaneous assorted junk. Burrower. Not a bad kill. Burn, baby, burn. Ooh, Skarn. That's not going to be a fun Slayer deed. Did you get rained on at the football game, sweetie?
It was close.
Okay, that's good. We had thunder here.
I know.
I was afraid the stream might get interrupted. Mrs. Mustafa has brought me 2 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, but did not bring me a fresh Coke Zero. Who? 5:30. Yeah, 5:15. One of the downsides of my new daytime schedule is every other weekend I still have to pull a 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. shift on Saturday and Sunday. So tomorrow and Sunday are my day. But there won't be anything going on at the data center since it's a holiday weekend. Several of our customers actually have moratoriums on with the request that we not touch any of their stuff unless it's the most dire of emergencies. So I'll mostly be sitting around watching YouTube videos tomorrow. Ooh, a web-covered page.
Once she dwelt in the mountains of terror with the nameless horrors of that lost age. But when its peaks were drowned, Shelob alone escaped the ruin that consumed the rest of Ungoliant's children.
Hey, you need a Coke Zero to wash down that peanut butter. Exactly. Time for me to head out. Have a great night, Big Ed. And everyone in chat, John DeGard, take care. And Wood, I am on Ark now. You are correct. And let's see what the slain Queen's Brood says. So you examine the corpse of Aethrist, the blighted. An arrow barely misses your head. Hopefully it's not from that scourge that killed me. Hey, it's the silent one. Nice shot, pal. Thank you, Pookie. The silent one lies defeated, and you can claim his armor. I claim your armor. Deliver the Silent One's armor to Legolas. Alright, I can do that. It was a huge cavern just to walk in that close and kill him and walk back out again. Now you know what I'm thinking. Can I fish in the cavern? Because that's a thing. I have to try. I cannot do that while moving. You must be facing a body of water. Wow! That's locked. There's an invisible wall. I can't even fish it. Much less catch a fish. Boo! Boo for this cave design. I give it a thumbs down. It's a giant corpse-strewn cavern, so naturally I'm just going to walk around with my fishing pole without a care in the world about what might be in here to attack me. Oop, Ungle Weaver. Oh good, it's another spider. Sword. There's my offhand. There's my one-handed sword. And now this Ungle Weaver can go straight to the bad place. Goodbye. Ooh, a blight spitter. So it's basically the same old stuff like out on landscape in here. Nothing too unique. This dude's got 169,000 morale. I don't think he hits any harder than the rest of them, though. We shall see. Ooh, Ungle spawner. So we are running into signature mobs. I take it back. This guy hits pretty hard. I need to shape up my A game. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. I'm guessing that the other end of this bridge is a point of demarcation where you start running into elite mobs. I had that dude dead, and then when I got aggroed by the stone shell, I was like, yeah, 2 of them are going to drop me. That thing hits hard. Of course, running doesn't help. Perfect! Second death tonight. And Wood is verifying, yeah, there's a lot of nasty stuff over the bridge. But my last death was long enough ago, I can still instantly revive. So. The key is to fight them one at a time and not get so close that you aggro too. I feel ashamed. And bad and ashamed. Well, and howdy. Count Dracula on Sesame Street. Two horrible disfiguring deaths. Well, I think we actually have a death count 2. Am I doing that right? There we go. Tried to warn you, but the stroke trashed my right hand a bit. I am sorry to hear that. I had no idea you'd suffered a stroke, Wood. Oh, that aggroed the... Okay. Oh, it's a launcher creature. Those are the worst. You suck, launcher. Oh, you're not that elite after all. Had I not run, I might have been able to finish that fight. It's okay. Oh, this Weaver's normal. I am the champion. I am the champion. Gonna murder spiders. 'Cause I am the champion. I just want to see what's in here. What if I find a secret hidden portion of this cave that is fishable? And we discover it together live on Lotro stream. How amazing would that be? Nope, still an invisible wall. We suck. Bad game design, it should be fishable in here. Hi, Apulu, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, sometimes recovery from that can be quick, and sometimes it can be a very long, slow process. I had a friend, Steve, who had a stroke on Valentine's Day. He was getting dressed and getting ready to go take his wife out to dinner, and it just hit him. And he went to the hospital, and the next day I was talking to friends, and they're like, oh yeah, Steve's real bad. He can't talk. They think if he doesn't recover, he may not be able to ever speak again. He's got to totally relearn his language skills. And it's like, wow, that's terrible. So a couple days go by, Monday rolls around, and I'm talking to another one of my buddies. I'm like, why don't we go up to the hospital and visit Steve? And we go up there, and he's getting dressed, and he's like, well, hi, guys, how are you? Like, hi, Steve, how you doing? Oh, I'm great. They're just getting ready to discharge me. So, like, 3 or 4 days later, he went from, will Steve ever speak again, to, hey, I'm just on my way home. Obviously, that doesn't happen all the time. In fact, I would guess that's probably unusual, but the point being is what looks like it might be awful or seems like it's never going to get better might just take a little bit of extra work. So I don't know how long it's been since your stroke would. I hope you recover. I would guess you were probably using your right hand for all kinds of things before stroke, so hopefully the function will come back. I know I don't really need to be in here fighting these guys, but I heard these engorged Zavar High have a creamy nougat center, and I want to open a few up and see for myself. If it is true, I will hunt them mercilessly. Yeah, typing, it's okay, but my hand forgot where the keys are. Apulu Feldover. Who? Hard Hit's in the house. Hi, Hard Hit. Apulu just got home from work. You all? I'm doing good. Mrs. Mustafa sounds a little phlegmy, though. There's water there, but I can't get to it. Makes me sad. Come here, spawner. Your spawning days are over. He did not make it. Alright, well suddenly these elites don't seem so elite. This looks like an important site for something, I just don't know what. It's a shame Gollum died. I think he would have really liked this cave. Gorge disc, there he is. No fish for you. He did not make it. I was kind of rooting for him. He seemed pretty cool. There's a dude out there on a rock. I don't even know if I can get to him. That's weird. Oh, no, there's a bridge down there. Okay. Another turn and you might end up in the Foundation of Stone. Yeah, it looks pretty familiar. No characters. Oh, I still don't have Mordor yet. No characters remotely high enough. He might have shown you where to fish. Well, I was hoping. He did not want to be friends, though. His loss.
When first she fled from Beleriand, Shelob came to the Greenwood. It was there she spawned the first of her vile children, and together they devoured it from within.
The Greenwood was the nickname for Mirkwood back in the day? Before all of the evil? That's a thing. Since the game is rated T for children, we'd really like Ed to quit mentioning Bridget the Midget on stream. See? There it is. That's the creamy nougat center. It just came blasting out of him. I knew it was true. I just need to figure out how to collect the nougat. It looks delicious. Oop, hello, Mr. Spitter. Greenwood equals Mirkwoods minus the S. Back in the day, you didn't have to sing to trees in Lothlorien. Nope, they were already green. They weren't sad little trees. Oh, I'm not in very good shape, am I? Now I'm doing better. So there's nothing special out here, just a bug and an orc hanging out on a rock together, which is a little disconcerting. Some might even suggest unnatural. He did not make it. Okay, this is the cave that leads to the secret fishing area. Dang it! I'm just back outside. Okay, well. Crawler Ichor and Carrion Fly Ichor. I have none of both because I was avoiding crawlers and carrion flies. That would explain it. Stalker. Stalker. Man, it's a lot of work just to walk 10 feet around here. Ungle prey. So the spiders are killing the ungle prey. We got a lot of spiders. I need to find some other stuff. Possibly out this direction. Crawler! Hi, Mr. Crawler. How's your mother? Spider. Ungle prey are not one of the things I need to be savagely butchering repeatedly. And I just saw spiders that direction, so we'll see what's down here. You'd think the bug might be good bait, right? Some of the enemies here look like they might have seen better days. Much like Minas Tirith. I wish you could have seen it in better days. Is this your first time in Mordor? Maybe that's why I haven't really been as attracted to Mordor as I thought I would be. I mean, I'm liking it. It's good storyline content. It just feels a little slow, and there's a decided lack of cisterns out here in Mordor that I find off-putting. Loaded web crawler. That sounds like Spider-Man got fat. Mustafa's already asleep. She had a very long day today. Oh, one of those is a broodmother's ally. Broodmothers are pew-pews of the arachnid world. Aggernath is one large outdoor cistern. Okay, that's a good way to look at that. Oh, that's another dang spider hiding over there. Don't need any more spiders. Well, I kind of do. I am still jealous of gravity's deed. I must match it. Oh, bloated web crawler. Come here, Mr. Crawler. I need to murder you. Seven bloated web crawlers. I haven't seen any of the flies, though. Bad place to cliff dive, I'm guessing. We'll go this way. That is really quite the view. Doesn't look like urine at all. That's what your urine looks like, Malin. Get to the doctor immediately, please. I'm just saying. Drink the water. Lareth approved. Gravity says, I think the word you're looking for is sewer. Well, I must be done. I need to find 6 flies. I'm good to go on crawlers. And here's a spider. Ooh, I'm a big scary spider. I'm gonna come in. Ouch, quit poking me. Stupid spider. Ooh, a piece of scar. I watch Lotro streams for the medical advice. Well, really, if you play a minstrel, that basically makes you a Lotro doctor, doesn't it? Not a lot of Lotro streamers are willing to get down and personal with their viewers, but I care enough to, you know, dispense completely unsolicited medical advice. It shows I care. I'm different. Anyway, if any of you out there want Mrs. Mustafa's secret sandwich recipe, just send $1.37 in a self-addressed stamped envelope to How Do I Put Peanut Butter and Jelly on Bread? P.O. Box 9999, Omaha, Nebraska 68114. Ooh, a milestone. I'm someplace that might look cool. Ant Angos. Not where I need to be, but I'm here, so I'm going to look around. This is a very high bridge. And again, I hope it's showing up on the stream the way it looks on my monitor, because, I mean, it's Mordor, so it's ugly, but it's a very pretty ugly. I mean, this is just the landscape, the sound effects, the weather effects. Mordor's beautiful in a horrible, ugly way. I mean, it really is. There's a terrible beauty to the place. There's lots of towering architecture and rugged mountains and... Ooh, a web-covered page.
Centuries later, when at last Lord Sauron came to Mordor, he knew at once that something terrible and powerful lurked in the mountains of shadow.
At all the milestones except for Agernath for dailies. Is this Detroit? Almost looks like Seattle. Hi, Gormabald. Talathuri. Urui. Yeah, this isn't where I need to be yet. We ride. But I know I don't have to fight for a little bit, so I can eat more PB&J. And stop. Thing's still coming after me. I have to stop. I think I just ran into a dead-end cliff. Alright, I need to get down there. And I think... I can do that by crossing over. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. That's okay. Oh, here's Legolas waiting for me with the armor.
So this is where our adventures have led us. I cannot help but recall the darkness of Mirkwood here.
Disguise yourself as the Silent One. Eagle Prey, Skarn. There's a carrion fly. I need to murder 6 of them. 8 of them. 1! Okay, I've killed 1, but I've collected 3 vials of ichor. Not sure how that works. Four vials of ichor. Look at all this clear, fishable water. Another one of these dudes. He was not nougat filled. Yes, Singer, I do. It's okay, they can't all be gems. There's got to be one more. There's my last fly. That's the one I was looking for. Eight. Disguise yourself, deliver the vials of ichor. Alright, let's deliver the vials. Because let's face it, if I was really walking around with that stuff in my backpack, would I want to carry it or would I want to get rid of it? Get rid of it. That's not a path up. Alright, I think I'm going to go back down. Oh, here's a quest ring. Oh, this is the dude who needs help escaping. Okay. I was looking for him, but I ran into him anyway. I was just thinking, you know what would make my night complete? Is a nice escort quest. Where did Nernoth go? Oh, Nernoth. Hello, Nernoth. I'll have to come back for him. Where's the dude who wanted me to collect all this vile stuff anyway? Stuff is gross. Ooh, spiders. He is... Ugh, are you kidding me? Oh, no, he's right up here. Okay. Thought that said 700 meters. I was like, he's on the other side of a mountain. I'm not going to be very happy. Oh, it was bringing me back to Legolas. Okay, that was not what I wanted. Oh, no, he's the one who wanted the Ichor. Okay. For some reason I was thinking it was a different NPC.
The spiders of this land gnaw the earth itself.
Ooh, an old arrowhead. Completed the broods. And that can go away. And that can get turned to ash. And lots of spinies, lots of goo. More stuff to do here. Alright, I am at a stopping point, so I am going to stop. We are going to raid somebody. We have no reason to stop the party. Let's see who else is streaming Lotro. Open a new tab. We'll take a look around. I sincerely thank Zinger for coming to play with me, as well as Robot Baby Tiger. And we had fun doing Saragost. And I very much appreciate the scrolls from Robot Baby Tiger. That was nice. And it's good to see you all. Everybody has a great weekend. I should be around on my personal channel tomorrow night. And we'll hopefully get a chance to watch some of you stream this weekend. So let's see who's playing Lotro specifically. Me and Epic Uger. So we're going to go raid Uger. So have a great weekend. Be safe. And if I don't see you this weekend, hopefully you guys will come back next Friday. Everybody have a great Labor Day if you're in the States. And let's go say hi to Epic.
So as soon as you turn around, there's gonna be a Marvel that's gonna try to get you right away.
Oh, there's a bunch of stuff in here. This should be fun.
Mm-hmm. Trying to heal the Marvel and not you. That's pretty bad. Holy snap. Thank you, Big Ed, for the host. Was it Big Ed? Ray,
Yeah.